If you're not American, then you will roughly understand the concept of tipping as you give an additional amount of money based off of the amount that you pay after a meal, and that's all that you really understand. But let's do some quick facts. On average, the typical server or service industry worker makes anywhere between $2.15 an hour and $14 an hour. The hourly rate is highly dependent on what state you live in, and the amount that they're getting paid is based not only on the minimum wage, but based on the service industry minimum wage. But let's use the statistic I know the best. In my home state of Texas, the average server is making $2.15 an hourly. On an hourly rate, you are making $2.15. Most servers, bartenders, waitresses, hosts, bussers will all tell you they never really end up seeing their paycheck. The paycheck is really just how you settle with taxes. So at the most, you're probably gonna see $7. If you see more than 10, you've done a lot wrong that week. I'll throw a softball to you. Let's say that the average meal you go out and get is $20. You spend the $20 and that's the entire meal. We're in Texas. We're talking about Texas. If you live anywhere else, I'm sorry, your prices are outrageous. Your average meal, $20 max. You spend that $20 and then the server comes back around with an answer for you. Will you be tipping? 15%, 20%, and 25%. Or custom tip. Now, before I continue down this road, I want to explain the origin really quickly, really briefly about where tipping comes from. So at the end of the Civil War, we have a slew of jobs that need to be filled. We need butlers, we need hosts, we need busboys, we need people that can work and be caddies, we need people who can bring up the luggage, we need bellmen, we need guys who work at the front desk, we need people who work in all areas of service for the community. These jobs, we've been used to these things. We have become adapted to the things that are already happening in our life. Jim Crow starts to settle in across the US, and a very fun idea comes across to people. We can pay you based on the merit of your work. Only if you do a good enough job to earn a tip can you get paid. But that would be on you, and it's not really going to be on us. See, as long as you're doing your job, you won't have to worry about a thing. So it seems that all these years have passed, and now we are at the same situation. You don't necessarily need to get paid by the business owner. Instead, let's weigh your odds, your merit, your skill, your ability on the kindness of the customer.